Stop. Yeah.
Pucker kick goes inside the 5-yard line. Was returned by Macomb. Hill, 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Five-yard gain for Peoria Heights.
We don't know who is their number. Go, Spartans!
I-back formation here on 3rd down for the Patriots. Handoff up the middle, look like to the fullback this time. He's going to be bottled up just short of the 1st down. See when he comes up off the pile there, Arnie. See if we can get a number there. 40-something? $44, Carlson Davis, I think, on that one.
4th and 1 for Peoria Heights.
Peoria Heights going to go for it here on 4th down. Ball on the ground and going to blow the whistle. Ball's on the ground. It's going to be a dead ball, but the Spartans are going to take over on downs.
Ball is down at the line of scrimmage. Turnover and down. 1st down, Spartans.
So the Spartans going to take over great field position. 1st and 10, ball on their Patriot 14-yard line.
Got our audio issues figured out and fixed, so great field position for BPC to start off here.
Huffman in the backfield for the Spartans. High snap, going to be a handoff to Huffman. Lots of running room here near the near side.
Touchdown.
Great block out there by his brother Dalton. We got a flag in the backfield. That's going to be an unsportsmanlike penalty on the Patriots as well.
Nate Kramer, and can't make out the number for Peoria Heights.
Him and the official has them both together right now saying, hey, it's too early for this gentleman. They're going to wave the flag off.
81 for the Patriots.
Touchdown.
Flag is waved off. It's a touchdown for the Spartans.
Finn Heath.
Wade Huffman with a 10-yard run.
So 10-yard touchdown run for
14.
Huffman. 14 yards.
Don't listen to Arnie. It was 14-yard run. You're shortening, man. 2-point conversion here for the Spartans. Going to be a direct snap right up the middle. That's number 42, Pierce on the carry. And he's going to be in for the touchdown, or extra point conversion. 9:49 in the first quarter. Spartans strike first, 8-0 on top of the visiting Peoria High Patriots.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
We're back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. 8-0 lead for the Spartans. Pretty snappy little one-play drive for BPC.
Yeah, the defense definitely set that up there with the great field position. Stop on 4th down. And, Chris, now I'm glad I got your eyes here because we sure don't know who's running the ball for the Patriots. Ardelia's kick this time. Another nice deep kick. Going to be over the up man's head almost again. He's going to field it at about the 11, bring it near side. Going to try to get to the sideline. There's nowhere to go. Blue jerseys sidesteps one. He gets knocked out of bounds by about 3 blue jerseys.
So we see 21 over there. Evan Pierce for BPC. 24, the returner.
Mackay Hill.
Freshman.
Maybe since they're a little closer now we can see them.
Right.
Handoff to the tailback up the middle this time.
Ball
is
out
on
again.
The ground.
I think they're going to say Peoria got back on the football. 81 on the carry. Finn Heath.
Finn Heath, the ball carrier.
No gain, 2nd and 10. Clock.
No gain on the play.
9:15 to play here in the opening quarter.
I-back formation, going to drop back, look to throw this time. Going to throw out here in the flat.
Nice catch.
And it's a nice pitch and catch there. A flag coming in late. Willie on the coverage. It's going to be
penalty marker down.
Carter Chambers on the pressure up the middle. Good to see Carter on the field for the first time for BPC.
It's going to be enough for a first down. We'll see what the penalty is. Called pass interference on that. No, they called defensive pass interference. I don't know. So it must have been just short of the first down for they're marking it. The pass interference will actually make it a first down.
Right. Mark it at the Spartan
39.
or the Patriot 39-yard line.
First penalty of the game, 15-yarder for the Spartans. I-back formation, 2 tight ends, I guess you'd say, in this formation. Fullback up the middle, nowhere to go. I think it was Kramer right there was the initial hit for the Spartans. Nope, 73. Hodgkins.
And you see him,
Fullback up the middle.
that defensive set, Jeff, PPC fully expected the run on that play with that offensive set as they had everybody within about 3 or 4 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Jaden Dominguez on the carry. We'll bring up a 2nd and 9 as they gave him a gain of 1 on the play. Going to drop back, throw out here in the flats, throws behind his receiver. That's a block in the back, and they're going to call it.
Catch is made.
Hodgkins all the way out here to make the tackle after a gain of about 5. But that's going to be a block in the back, and it's going to push him backwards.
Action heading with the reception. Penalty marker down.
That might actually be one of those illegal blindside blocks,
right,
as he's making a symbol that I'm not familiar with. So that might be a 15-yard penalty.
Yep.
Nope, just 10.
Okay. Mark it back at the
10-yard penalty on.
Patriot 31-yard line. Just under 8 to play, 7:59 here in the opening quarter.
Second and long now for the Patriots. Shotgun formation, split backfield. Oh.
Lane Huffman.
I say Huffman and Conley in there on the pressure. He tried to throw it here in the flat.
Nate Kramer
knocking it down.
Nearly getting a pick.
I think Nate wanted the interception,
Yes.
lost his footing,
Yep.
so just reached out and knocked the ball down. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 19 now for the Patriots.
Because I think if there was a lot of green space in front of Nate if he comes up with that football for BPC.
They're going to come back in the I-back formation here on 3rd and long. Toss sweep to the far side, and he's going to try to bring it back up the middle. Cut back.
Not going to get a
He's going to get a gain of about 4 before he is rudely taken down.
Powell, Conley, Kramer, all in the area for BPC.
That was number 25, it looked like. Ashton Hetty on the carry.
That's going to be a 4th and about 13, we'll call it, for the Patriots. Football right at the Patriot 35-yard line. Huffman, Leighton Huffman dropping back inside the Spartan 30 at about the 27-yard line.
Going to be kicking into the wind. The Patriots are here. That's kind of a northwest wind blowing here across the field. Good high punt, going to get held up by the wind. Huffman's going to field it, and he's going to take it down the far sideline. Cut back near field, go back towards the far sideline, hurdle a guy, and finally get knocked out of bounds, but not before he's in Patriot territory. Down to about the 49-yard line of the Patriots.
To the 48, 1st and 10, Spartans.
Good eyes, Arnie. Got it to the 48-yard line.
BBC starts their second offensive possession with 6:40 to play here in the opening quarter. And
Timeout signal.
Weather delay. I thought I saw a flash of lightning. And so we're going to have a stoppage with 6:38 to play here in the opening quarter. BPC up by a score of 8-0. We'll step aside and be back in just a moment.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
We're back here at BPC High School in a lightning delay at 6:38 to play in the opening quarter. BPC getting ready to start their second offensive possession with a 8-0 lead. I can tell you about a couple of our sponsors. Raritan State Bank, Bushnell branch located at 360 South Green Street. Bushnell offers full-service banking and loan services for all your banking needs. Come visit the bank. Friendly service, call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck, Spartans. Bushnell Banking Center is an equal housing lender and member FDIC. Also brought to you by King Family Chiropractic with locations in Bushnell, Macomb. Support Bushnell-Prairie City Athletics. They offer office hours in Macomb Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. In Bushnell, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. To set an appointment, call 309-837 MyDC 6932. They also perform DOT and CDL physicals for just $85. So again, in a weather delay at 6:38 to go in the opening quarter, BPC on top 8-0. Saw a couple of flashes of lightning here just a couple moments ago, and now the 30-minute clock will start before BPC or before the teams can come back to the football field. We need a 30-minute time frame of no lightning in the area.
You know, the best part about this, Chris, is back in the radio days, we had to stay on here and talk for 30 minutes.
River Valley.
We don't have to now.
No, we don't. So we'll keep it here for a minute or two and then step aside for a little bit.
I'd say we just do it now, then come back in about 15, 20 minutes and give an update and see if there's any more lightning.
I think that sounds good.
So if you want to check back about 7:30, that'll give us that's a little more than 15 minutes, but give us a chance here since we got to wait 30, and we'll give you an update and maybe how long it'll be before we be back.
contest.
And welcome back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Hey, Daryl, when do you want us to start the 5 minutes?
As the officials are back on the field here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School.
Okay.
We'll have a 5-minute warm-up period, and then we'll resume play with BPC having it 1st and 10 at the Patriot 49-yard line.
6:38 on the clock right now. It is 8-0 BPC on top of the Peoria Heights Patriots here on homecoming night. Got head baseball coach Dave Arnold here beside me doing the usual PA. Hey, your baseball field's looking nice over there.
It is, especially right now after it greened up a little bit after all the grass died. So.
Been spending a lot of hours out there, I've seen in the evenings, making that field look really good. When are we getting lights?
We got about 1 million things.
That's not even on the top 10 list, huh?
Well, thanks for sticking around with us here. The rain had let up. Now it's starting to pick back up again, but we've gone more than 30 minutes now, I think, without any lightning in the area. So, again, we'll have about a 5-minute warm-up period and then back to play, 6:38 to play in the first quarter. As you can see the scoreboard there, 8-0 in favor of BPC.
One thing I'll say, too, and I'm going to jinx it as soon as I say it, but it's a straight down rain. The wind is no longer
an
issue. So it was like that little cell that came through that was producing the lightning and heavy rain here, actually, at times as we were sitting here waiting. I think since it's passed through the area, it doesn't feel as cold. And maybe that's just because of the wind being gone, but it feels nice right now and definitely going to be as I say, a nice half for football, but I mean, we still got the whole game in front of us.
Pretty much here. Well, and it was weird because it was just that one cell, basically from Macomb up to Bushnell, had all the lightning in it. I know Macomb getting under, they didn't even start on time because of the lightning, so they're going to start here in just a couple minutes. Why don't we do this? We're going to get a couple commercials in, and then we'll step aside and be back here with Spartan football. We can tell you about Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell. For over 100 years, Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell has been servicing the local community's needs for professional and business banking, as well as home, agriculture, lending, and its trust department. Stop by the main branch at 44 East Main Street or their drive-up facility on Cole Street to learn more. Farmers and Merchants is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. Also brought to you by Webb Family Farms. They've been growing corn, soybeans, and Spartans for 5 generations. Nathan, Lisa, Jamie, Cyrus, Terry, and Linda wish all BPC athletes good luck this season. We're going to step aside, and we'll be back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School in just a moment.
MDH Sport Medicine Rehab is just not for the athlete. We see a variety of ages, getting them from having pain to no pain to get back to their normal activities and their prior level of function.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
Back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by, it's back on the clock for the warm-up period. It's run down to about 4:15 or so right now, 4:20.
So when we come back to live action, it'll be Spartan football. 6:38 to go on in the first quarter. 8-0 Spartan lead. So far, Spartans have ran one offensive play in the first quarter. It was a 14-yard touchdown run by Lane Huffman. The Patriots have had the ball twice tonight. Two possessions.
Right, one first down via penalty.
And then other than that, I think they have, wherever my stats are at. Might want to move these back up here, I guess, huh? The Patriots have about 12 yards of offense so far here in the first quarter. They're 2 yards behind Lane Huffman. I mean, just. I don't make the rules, Chris. I just call it as I see it. Remember, halftime, I do believe they'll be doing the King and Queen candidates.
Yes.
And then are they doing the announcement at halftime too? Is that?
Yes. Yep.
So at halftime we'll have that. Then after that we'll have a short interview to play. It'll give me plenty of time to add up the stats. And I tell you what, they wanted 5 minutes, and that was the AD's call. And both teams took the normal 3 minutes that they use after halftime. And both teams, I think, are actually ready to go. As Peoria Heights is huddled up on the far side around the 35-yard line. The Spartans here near side, kind of meandering around the sideline. And now their offense is coming out onto the field. Or at least their huddle's coming here to the line, 50-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Spartans. Ball on the Patriot 48-yard line. The defense coming out for the Patriots. Still about a minute and a half on the warm-up clock. Should have just gave them the 3 minutes like they do after halftime.
And let them have at it.
The Spartan's going to come out. Let's say the official just give us the signal. We'll throw the time up on the clock and go for it.
So back to 6:38.
Bob, I'd say go ahead and put 6:38 on the clock. So we're going to take that extra minute off the clock, and we're set to go back to action here from Bushnell-Prairie City High School. First play is going to be a pass. Ben Powell down the center of the field. Oh, he's going to be intercepted. Sean Link got tied up with the defender and mistimed his jump. So first play of the, the resumption of the game is going to be an interception thrown by Ben Powell.
And it looked like initially Link had some separation between the defensive back on the far side, and like you said, just got tangled up with him, and interception for the Patriots. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line. 6:26 to play here in the first quarter.
I know what you're trying to do there as a coach, but I think you come out, you get your feet under you, especially now that this field is soaking wet. You know,
let the ground game get you started.
Yeah. Patriots going to come out with 2 wide receivers to the far side, motion man here to the near side, quarterback in the shotgun, 1 setback with him. The handoff's going to go to the setback. Looks like number 24 on the carry.
Ben Powell with the takedown on the far side after a gain of 3.
Makai Hill on the carry. He's going to have a gain of 4.
First initially thought 3, but it looks like closer to 4. So it'll be 2nd and 6 for the Patriots to their own 32. 5:55 to play here in the opening quarter with the Spartans on top, 8-0.
2 wide receivers to the near side. Quarterback in the shotgun, 1 setback once again. He's going to drop back, going to throw here to the flat, throw behind his receiver. That's going to make him turn around and lose some momentum. He's going to be drugged down by Nate Kramer. He's going to be helped cleaned up there by Jake Wiley. I don't know why I always say Wiley.
Kramer and Willie on the stop.
So that's going to be another gain of about 4 on the pass. Call it third.
Jackson Finney.
I would say gain of 3 on that, Jeff, because it's an awful long 3rd and 3. So we're call it.
3rd and 2.
Yeah.
Patriots.
Now they're going to go 3rd and 2. See what I know.
Yeah. 2 wide receivers here to the near side for the Patriots. Shotgun formation. Hill the lone setback. Under pressure. Quarterback's going to roll near side, and Willie's going to make the sack all the way back at the 30-yard line.
Number 2, Jake Willie.
Going to force the Patriots into another punt.
So that's going to be a loss of 8.
Back to the 30-yard line.
Let's see, 17 is the quarterback. That is...
And we're going to get a timeout taken by the Patriots. 4:56 to play here in the opening quarter. We'll be back in just a moment.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
Back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, also brought to you by M&B Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture store. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles. For everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one, stop and see the fine folks at 481 West Main Street, or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web at mbfurniturinc.com.
You're going to have a whistle here, far sideline, a flag, offsides on the Spartans.
Looks like offsides against BPC.
It's going to move it from a 4th and 9 to a 4th and 4.
I saw the Spartan athletic trainer go running across the field to the far sideline there. I was trying to see if there was an injured Patriot on the far side. Well, I'm not seeing nothing. I don't think she's treating anyone over there right now.
4th and 4 now for the Patriots.
Just walking the sidelines, it looks like, over on the far side.
Maybe we're going to make her way back across the way here on the dead ball. But so in 4th and 4, it looks like the Patriots might be looking to go for it here. And they're going to have to use a timeout because the play clock is going to be winding down here real quick on them. The official watching the time. And they are going to go for it here on 4th and 4. 2 wide receivers far side. They're down to 5 seconds. Just going to get it off. Low snap. He's under pressure again, and he's going to throw it in the ground. That's going to be an intentional grounding. No flag, but
Jalen Conley with the pressure for BPC.
Turnover down, 1st and 10.
So BPC again set up on the Patriot side of midfield to have it 1st and 10 from the Patriot 35-yard line.
Spartan's going to come out now. They're going to spread the field. 2 wide receivers. Huffman the lone setback. Powell in the shotgun. Handoff's going to go to Huffman. He's going to cut it upfield. Slipped as he was trying to make his cut up the center. He's going to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second and 10 now for the Spartans. Two wide receivers set for the Spartans once again. Huffman in the backfield. Fake the handoff. Powell's going to keep it. He's under pressure deep in the backfield, and he's going to lose about 6 yards on that carry as he tried to fake the handoff to Huffman, and there were already a load of white jerseys in the backfield.
That's going to be a loss all the way across the Patriot 40 to the 41. 3rd and about 16 on the play. Clock down to 3:45 to play here in the opening quarter.
I think this is where, that last possession being an interception coming back out, kind of a momentum switch there. Spartans here 3rd and 16.
False start on BPC.
Before the snap. Illegal procedure on the Spartans. 5-yard penalty.
So moving back 5 and now bring up 3rd and 21 for the Spartans.
Ball knows the football back at the 45 of the Patriots now.
Start the clock, Bob. So 3rd and 21 for the Spartans. Huffman, the lone setback, going to fake the handoff to him. Now going to throw a little swing pass to him. He gets around the first man. He's got some room out in front of him, cuts it back against the grain. He's going to have close to the first down.
He's got it. Cross the 25, down almost to the mark at 23-yard line.
Going to be a gain of 20. No, they needed 21 for the first down.
You handle the math from here on out tonight.
Gain of 23 on the pass play.
So 1st and 10 BPC at the Patriot 24-yard line.
I-back formation this time. Hand off straight up the middle to Pierce in the fullback slot. He's going to go for a gain of about 2.
Pierce the ball carrier. Gain of a couple.
Actually, they might have moved it back to closer gain of 1 on that one.
2nd and 8.
We're still going to say it's a gain of 2.
Sure.
Back to the shotgun formation for the Spartans. Going to fake the handoff, and that's going to be a ball on the ground, and I do believe Peoria Heights fell on it. 1st and 10, Peoria Heights, ball on their own 29-yard line now.
Number 53, Darian Jones covers it up. 1st and 10 for the Patriots.
Jones on the fumble recovery for the Patriots. Clock at 2:12 to play here. First quarter, Spartans on top, 8-0.
I-back formation for the Patriots. Toss sweep to the far side. That's Hill on the carries and try to cut it back. Conley's going to hit him in the backfield. Finally, it looks like Dalton Huffman and Willie in the backfield to clean it up. Spartans did a good job of pursuing the ball that time.
Yes, they did.
Jake Willie.
That's going to be a loss of 3
Dalton
on the play.
Well, they're going to move it back
Loss of
further.
4. Loss of
Move it
5
back.
on the play.
I think that's close to a loss of 6, but yeah, loss of 5.
That's going to move it back inside the Patriot 25 at the 24-yard line. Minute 35 to play in the opening quarter.
Split backfield, shotgun formation. Going to drop back, look to throw here. He's going to be under pressure, still looking, going to toss it down the field. I tell you what, he had a wide open Hill as the two guys, Willie and Kramer, stopped their coverage when they thought he was going to get tackled.
Intended for.
Ooh.
Got a hand on it and just couldn't tip it back up to himself on the incomplete pass.
Incomplete.
Stops the clock with 1:24 to play here in the first.
We dodged a bullet on that one, Chris. That would have been a
did.
huge momentum shift.
You see the coaching staff down there on that after that talking to Jake on that one, saying exactly what you said, Jeff, was you can't assume that he's going to go down on that play.
You got to cover that receiver until you hear the whistle blow. 2 wide receivers to the far side here on 3rd and long, and I believe that's going to be offsides. I don't know if a white jersey moved or not. He's pointing to the offensive side, so illegal procedure, so it'll move it back 5.
It's going to move back inside the 20 to the 19 and make it 3rd and 20 for Peoria Heights.
I think the Spartans got lucky on that one,
Yeah.
too, because we could have easily been offsides on that. 2 wide receivers far once again. Going to drop back, look to throw that way. Under pressure immediately. There's going to be a holding in the backfield, but they're going to bring him down in the backfield. That's going to be
Conley
and Kramer.
and Pierce, I think, 44. Ethan Pierce
Penalty marker down.
holding on the
Holding
Patriots
is the call
decline.
against the Patriots. It is
That's going to be a
decline.
loss again of. That's going to be a loss of almost 9.
Bring
Mark
up
it clear back to
fourth
the 11.
down.
Fourth and 28.
Putting from his own goal line. Huffman back at around his own 42. Bad
That's
snap. He's going to quick kick it. Oh, he got it off. Not a bad punt either. It's going to bounce over to about the 34-yard line.
Go out of
Comes out
bounds
where the
with
Spartans will take over
61
at
seconds on the
about
clock in the opening quarter. BPC will have it
the
first and
34-yard
10.
line. First and 10, Spartans.
Usually we could take a break here, but the Spartan offense is already on the
Yeah.
field. And
So they'll have it first and 10 from the Patriot 33-yard line.
it's been the second time they've had the ball since the restart of play here. See if we can get something going. We threw an interception, then turned it over. So let's see what the Spartans can do here. Fake the handoff. Ben Powell going to follow him right up the middle. He's going to skip over one man.
Flag comes in late.
From the referee, I think.
Hold.
Usually that's on us. And blocking the back.
He was tripped up by number 23, Jackson City.
Ben had
Penalty marker
about a
is on
4-yard
the
gain
Spartans.
on the
We'll
play,
move on
but
to
that's
that.
going to be for naught as they're going to mark it back 10 yards
10-yard penalty.
from the block in the back.
To the 43.
Now it's going to be first and about 9. Teen. I forgot the teen at the end. Hand off to Huffman. He's going to lose some footing, but turn it back upfield.
Going to get it back almost to the line of scrimmage, original line of scrimmage. Gain of
about 8.
9. 42 seconds to play in the opening quarter. And I'll call it a gain of 8. So second down and 12.
Second and 12 now for the Spartans. Powell in the shotgun, 2 wide receiver set. Huffman the lone setback. Handoff straight to the middle with Huffman. He's going to put his shoulder down, spin off one man, get it back across the original line of scrimmage, up close to the 30, about the 31-yard line.
Third and 8. That will probably be our last play of the quarter as we're down to 5 seconds to play. And it is after one. BPC on top, 8-0. We'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
Back to action here. Snap to Powell. He's going to drop back, look to throw, under pressure, rolls to his left, throws in the flat, and incomplete pass. Good defense there. He might have got there a little bit early, but no call from the official.
Intended for Pierce is incomplete.
It's going to be 4th and 8.
Spartans here on 4th and 8. They're going to spread the field out with 2 wide receivers, 1 far side, 1 near side. Shotgun formation. Huffman the lone setback. Huffman going to roll out also. Going to throw it down the middle. He's got an open receiver. That's Dalton Huffman, and he is in for the touchdown. 31-yard pass completion from Powell to Dalton Huffman.
Touchdown, Spartans!
Pretty pass by Ben Powell and hit Dalton Huffman right in stride. Let's see if we get a extra point attempt here for the lead at 14-0 in favor of BPC.
As we're going to see Ardelia doing the kicking. Once again, I'd like to say hello to his mother back in Spain, who gets to watch us here on TSSR Game Time Live. Gets to watch her son do the kicking duty for the Spartans. Good snap, good hold, and that thing is right down Broadway.
That thing almost to the beyond the field event area at the south end, almost on the track. So 15-0 with a PAT, 11:45 to play here in the first half. We'll be back in just a moment.
A lot of people don't realize that you don't have to live with the dizziness day to day, especially concussions as well, that we can treat those things here. Same with pain. You don't have to live with the pain that you're experiencing. We have the ability to help you.
Back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, also brought to you by Heil Enterprises and Heil Trucking. Can take your product down the road, near or far, and also offer top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repair. Second-generation business continues to grow and continues to support BPC Athletics. Stop by and see Danny or Travis on Route 41 South of Prairie City. Give them a call at 309-775-3333.
I don't know why I didn't realize you were reading, Chris. I thought, hey, Macomb's got a good run going on. I got Dwayne Hewlett on my phone watching the game there, and Macomb is there. Macomb's threatening to score. They're all the way down inside the red line, about the 5-yard line. Of course, that is undefeated Macomb playing Farmington tonight in Macomb. Diaz got the ball teed up. Now he's going to be kicking into a little bit of a breeze. His last 2 kicks have been pretty good with the wind. And this one's going to be a nice line drive kick into the wind. Going to take a bounce down to about the 11-yard line where it's picked up. There's a flag on the play. Nice little open field tackle there by Lane Huffman at the 26-yard line.
Finney on the return.
Block in the back against the Patriots.
Finney returned the ball to the 23-yard line.
Looks like that score in Macomb game is 8-0 Bombers.
And threatening again.
Ball marching back 10 yards.
So after the penalty, that will mark them back 10 yards all the way back to the 13-yard line.
And 10 for the Patriots.
I-back formation for the Patriots. Handoff's going to go up the middle to the fullback, it looks like. He's going to go for a short gain. That is 34 on the carry. Dominguez.
The ball carrier.
Give him a gain of 1 on the play.
So 2nd and 9 from the Patriot 14.
Handoff's going to go to the tailback this time. He's going to take it off the far side. He's going to have him a short gain of maybe 4.
Ethan Pierce, 44 on the stop for BPC.
Gain of 4 on the play. Pierce on the tackle for the Spartans.
I don't know who the ball carrier was, Chris. It wasn't Micaiah Hill who had been back there. It's whoever's back there now on the far side.
Let's see all of the number on the uniform.
3rd and 5, going to look to throw some more. Finally gets his man. It's going to be just enough for a first down.
Catch made by number 14. Cameron Ahart.
Good for a Patriot first down.
14. So 1st and 10 for the Patriots at their own 22-yard line.
I-back formation. Handoff to the tailback. He's going to get wrapped up in the backfield and brought down. 76.
76 or 78.
76, Timothy Lyon. He's a running back linebacker.
Carter Chambers on the stop, number 55 for BPC.
Make that a loss of blood for Lyon.
Oh, Tipton. Whew.
Good play by number 2, Jake Willie on the play, but almost tipped it right into the hands of the receiver, who had nobody back there but himself.
Yeah, he was all alone there if he could have came down with that one, but
3rd and 11 now for the Patriots.
So 3rd and 11 here for the Patriots. 5:20 to go here in the, is it a 5 or a 9? Chris, the bar's in the way.
9:20.
Okay. 9:20 to go here in the first half. We got flags on the play.
Gonna get offsides on BPC.
I thought they did a defensive shift. Maybe
Well,
I guess
that's what
they.
I thought. Too, because I saw us shift, and then I saw the offensive line for Peoria Heights move. But it is going to be an offsides on BPC, and to move it to 3rd and a long, I'd call it 3rd and about 7, it looks like, for BPC, or for Peoria Heights.
And that's going to be a false start on the Patriots this time, as their right guard was moving before the snap. So move it back 5 and make it a 3rd and 11 again.
False start against the Patriots is the call. Five-yard penalty. And we're back to 3rd and 11.
So 3rd and 11 now for the Patriots. A split back shotgun formation. Going to look to throw. Going to air it out to the far side. It's going to be just off the fingertips of number 14, Ahart, the intended receiver. It's going to be incomplete.
Willie on the coverage for BPC.
4th and 11.
So now 4th and 11 for the Patriots. They're trailing 15-0 to your BPC Spartans here on homecoming night. Punting with the wind at their back. Lane's going to go back to just about the 50-yard line, just shy of it. Yeah, he's going to take a few steps back. Bad snap. Ball on the ground all the way back to goal line. Conley's going to have him all the way down inside the 5. They're going to mark him at about the 5-yard line. So Conley with the tackle. Spartans take over 1st and goal from their own 5 or from the Patriot 5-yard line.
And it was a good snap. I don't know if he was trying to do that, side, trying to catch it and kick it off to the side instead of kicking straight away, or if they were going to try something trickery and try and maybe throw the football there, but that just was flat dropped.
It was just off to his side just a little bit. Like you said, hit him right in the hands and just right through.
So BPC with a golden opportunity. 1st and goal at the Patriot 5, up 15-0, 9:04 to play here in the first half.
Looks like Conley's in the backfield. Say, hey, give him the ball. He made the play. They're going to pass it, roll out near side. Going to look to pass it. It's going to be swatted down. His intended receiver was Dalton Huffman coming across on a crossing route, but Ben's pass was rejected like a basketball shot.
That was a heck of a block on the play. Stops the clock at 8:59 to play. 2nd and goal from the 5.
Second and goal from the 5-yard line. Here's the handoff to Conley. He's going to turn it upfield, hurdle a guy, and he's going to be in for the touchdown.
Conley, the ball carrier, touchdown, Spartans! 5-yard gain for Conley.
That'll make it a 21-0 lead for BPC.
Ardelia once again to do the kicking. High snap. Ben Carousa brings it down, and that thing is right through the gut.
Kick is good.
That'll make it 22-0 with 8:54 remaining here in the first half. Spartan.
BPC.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School. 8:54 to play in the first half. 22-0 lead for the Spartans.
Couple short fields for us to score, and Ardea is going to tee it up once again. Good kick last time.
Yes, it was.
Into a breeze, and he's going to be kicking right into the same breeze again. And that's going to be a good kick. That's going to die right there. He's going to make him pick it up on the sideline. He's got nowhere to go but to the blue jerseys. Almost fumbles it.
Guess who came down and made the initial contact?
Was it Ardea?
It was Ardea.
The kicker saying, he comes off doing almost a Conor McGregor strut on the sideline.
Pretty awesome. Like I said, that was a great kick down there. It hit and just died.
Two great kicks so far. I mean, all of his kicks have been good tonight. But Chris, that opening one, I know you were trying to fix the audio. It literally died at the half-yard line, right on the goal line, and made him pick it up. So that's one thing that we've always talked about. A kicking game not make a break, but definitely helps with the field position.
Definitely can turn the field position game around a little bit. 8:47 to go here in the first half.
Spread offense, going to go a slant over the middle. Intercepted by Willie. He's going to take it up the middle. He's going to break one tackle. Finally going to get drugged down at the 20-yard line, but Jake Willie on the interception for the Spartans.
Returns the ball to the 20-yard line. Will be first and 10 for BPC.
Rain starting to fall again here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School. Jeff, now with 8:38 to play, up 22-0 here in this first half. Keep the gas pedal down. You've got Peoria back on the heels just a little bit. Just keep pushing forward and get another score here quickly.
Handoff's going to go to Lane Huffman. He's going to go right up the middle, cut it backfield, and he's going to be in, untouched for the touchdown. 20-yard run, Lane Huffman.
Pushes the lead now to 28-0, 8:29 to play in the first half.
Tell you what, that was I don't know if it was a counter or a lead, but he had two lead blockers that pulled, come to the near side. Lane saw the hole open on the backside cut, took it, and went untouched 20 yards into the end zone. Ardelia to do the kicking once again here for the PAT. Good snap, good hold, kick is up, and once again it is right through the middle. 29-0 now the score here from Bushnell-Prairie City High School.
We'll just keep it here, and we can tell you about MDH. Their athletic trainers and MDH rehabilitation centers with locations in Bushnell, Macomb provide expert help to Spartan student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. One more at mdh.org. Medina District Hospital, more than a hospital care, a hospital caring. Also brought to you by the Community News Brief. For all your local news, subscribe to the Community News Brief Weekly Edition, mailed directly to your home every Friday. As an option, you can also receive a Monday and Wednesday editions by email. All of this for only $42 per year or $38 per year if you're 65 or older. Single copies can be purchased at select locations in Bushnell, Colchester, and Blandonsville.
Guyan Ardea set the kick for the Spartans. Number 23, Jackson Finney, deep.
Finney back deep
For
for
the
Peoria
Patriots.
Heights.
Ardea once again has it teed up. Not much of a win this time. Line drive kick going to be off the helmet of one of the up men. Going to be fielded about the 25. He's going to bring it upfield. Cut back across field. He's going to be drugged down. Was that Dalton Huffman?
Yep, 22, Dalton Huffman on the stop.
Tackled at about the 37-yard line where the Patriots will take over 1st and 10. 8:20 remaining here in the first half.
1st and 10 Patriots at the 38-yard line.
Split backfield, shotgun formation for the Patriots. Going to drop back, look to pass, receiver over the middle. That's where he goes with it. And it's completed. I kind of lost it there in the scrum there, Chris.
It was like a handful of players right in a scrum at the middle. He's going to give it a nice first down gain on the play out across the 50 to the 45-yard line of BPC.
Gain of what, 17 on that one?
Yeah, called a gain of 17.
Toss sweep here to the near side. Spartan's going to force it out. Good job there by Talon Love out there, making him, kept forcing it outside, and finally just fought off the block and made the tackle himself for no gain.
Yeah, that was a great play by Love on that. Said had wrapped up with the blocker for Peoria Heights and just kept pushing things to the near sidelines and finally broke free and made the stop right at the line of scrimmage, no gain. .7:30 to play here in the opening half. 29-0 lead for BPC.
A split backfield with the shotgun formation. Going to drop back, look to pass it out route. Going to bring it back down. He's going to be brought down by Ethan Pierce.
And Pierce did a great job. He didn't buy the pass, the play fake, the pass,
the pump fake.
The pump fake there on that play. And that's going to be a loss of 10 back to the Patriot 45-yard line.
3rd and 20 now for Peoria Heights.
So 3rd and 20 after the sack. He did a real good job of getting pressure. And like you said, Chris, didn't buy on the pump fake and just kept motoring right in there and brought him down for the sack. 10 yards back, all the way back to the Patriot 45-yard line. Timeout on the field. Timeout taken by the Spartans.
6:31 to play here in the
Patriots. I'm sorry.
I think that's their second of the half. And we'll keep it here. We can tell you about Rosie's Pizza. They offer something for everyone, pasta sandwiches and, of course, pizza. Dine in or carry out at 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. They also deliver to Good Hope, Adair, and all points in between. For delivery, call 309-772-2101. Also, Good Hope Gardens, located at 445 East Main Street in Good Hope. They're just east of the North Elementary School, open April through October, Monday through Friday 10 to 6, and Saturday 10 to 4 for all your fresh produce needs. Be sure to follow their Facebook page for daily updates. Currently, they have pumpkins and other fall goodies available. Grover and Mary Jo at the counter and family invite you to Good Hope Gardens. Come see where it's grown. Also, the Sports Corner at 124. Macomb's original local sports bar is Sports Corner at 124 with a focus On local sports, catch WIU games in all of the area. TSSR Game Time live broadcast at Sports Corner at 124. All while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb.
Out of the timeout, they're going to come out under center, one setback, 3 wide receivers. Toss sweep's going to be a toss back across. That's going to live ball, get on it, Blue. And that's going to be a fumble recovery by Pierce. It's going to be 1st and 10 Spartans, ball on the Patriot 39-yard line.
And with that pass, nobody from Peoria Heights made any attempt to get that football.
Now, I think they all assumed that since it hit the ground, it was a dead ball, but that's a lateral.
So BPC again with good field possession on the Patriot 39-yard line.
They're trying a little trickeration there on the play.
See if they can get the ball down the field on the play, and it ends up in a turnover.
Conley in it, tailback for the Spartans, 2 wide receiver sets. Conley's going to come up, going to lead block for Powell. Powell's going to take it around the end, put his shoulder down.
Flag on the far side.
First out of bounds line.
Nate Kramer with a nice pull block on the play.
He's making an indication. I don't know if he's face mask or holding, but he's pointing against the Patriots.
I think he did the face mask.
Personal foul face mask against the Patriots.
Personal foul face mask against Peoria Heights is the call.
So give Powell a gain of 5.
And mark off
15 after that.
Mark it from about the 33 down to the 18. 6:20 to play here in the opening half.
Low snap. Powell's going to pick it up and take it himself. Scamper right up the center of the field.
Touchdown.
Spin off of a man and in for the touchdown. Ben Powell, 19 yards and a Spartan touchdown.
19-yard run for Ben Powell, in for the score.
Is that an 8 or a 6, Chris?
6:09.
One of these days we won't set up where the goalpost is right there.
Good snap.
Good snap, good hold once again. And
wow.
I tell you what, Chris, I was out here yesterday and they were doing their Thursday walkthroughs, and Ardelia put one through from 45, and it had plenty of distance.
We saw that
more.
last week over at Champaign St. Thomas More. He was blasting kicks through from well beyond 35 to 40 yards. 6:09 to play. We'll be back here in just a moment on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
For BPC.
Back here, Ardelia has it teed up, almost said tied up, teed up on the 40-yard line, center of the field, ready to do the kicking duties once again. Once again, another good line drive, end over end kick. Going to make a nice little left-hand turn away from the sideline. It's going to be picked up by number 24, Hill. He's going to cut backfield and finally slip and fall at about the 20-yard line.
Gary Hughes, 7 on the stop. You could not place those last couple kicks any better down there than he has placed those. That one especially looked like it was going to go out of bounds.
That ball's marked all the way back at the 16-yard line. I thought it was closer to the 20. I had the wrong line there. It was at the 15-yard line where he was at. So give it 1st and 10. Ball on, we'll say the 16. 2 wide receivers, 1 far side, 1 near side. Quarterback in the shotgun. 1 setback beside him. I believe that's Finney. Going to drop back. Going to be a quick screen underneath.
Oh.
Ball tipped up. Was that Conley or Love?
Conley got the tip on it. Kramer almost got the interception.
Intended for Thomas Wagner. Second and 10.
Tried a nice little quick hit right there, but the Spartans all over that one. Is going to bring up a 2nd and 10 on the incompletion.
Incomplete pass stops the clock at 5:57 to play here in the first half. 36-0 lead for BPC.
2 wide receiver set once again. Snap back. Going to be a quick pass out here to the flats where it's going to be corralled, but he's going to be brought down after a very short game, maybe 2.
Love on the stop for BPC.
Gain of 1.
It's a 3rd and 9 for Peoria Heights. Ball at their own 20-yard line.
Wide receiver far side, 1 near side, shotgun formation, 1 split back. Going to drop back, look to throw near side, throws out here in the flat, and good defense by the Spartans. The ball's going to hit the ground as both Huffmans are right there in coverage. Dalton Huffman with the original tip.
Also Love back there in coverage, number 10.
Huffman and Love on the coverage for BPC.
So it'll be 4th and 9 for the Patriots. 5:04 to play. And see Lane back at about his own, well, was at the 45. He's going to take a couple steps back and come inside now to about the 43-yard line to receive the punt.
Last 2 snaps have been mishandled on the punt team for the Patriots. Let's see if they get one this time. Better snap this time, and he's just going to drop it, trying to kick it. He's just going to get smothered in the backfield.
Conley, Dalton Huffman, Ethan Pierce.
Number 44, Ethan Pierce, and number 22, Dalton Huffman. Turnover on down. First down, Spartans.
He just dropped that one.
And they're going to BPC set up inside the 15. Looks like they're going to put it down at about the 13-yard line.
First and 10 from the 13.
Spartans are going to come out with 2 wide receivers of their own. 1 setback in the backfield. That is Huffman, it looks like. Hand off to him. He's going to go right up the middle. He's going to cut it back in and then in for the touchdown. Lane Huffman on a 13-yard run and the touchdown.
Lane Huffman with a 13-yard run.
42-0 now lead for BPC. 4:52 to play in the first half. Heck of a second quarter for BPC. An 8-0 lead after 1 is now a 42-0 lead, and still just a little bit under 5 minutes to play here in the first half. Snap down, kick is on the way, and this one is good.
That one a little bit more of an angle towards the left side, but still up and good. And as Chris said, that'll make the score 43-0 now. 4:52 remaining in this first half. Spartans on top here at homecoming.
I chose MDH. We moved here, and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC. I have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
And we're back here, Bushnell-Prairie City High School here on homecoming night. 43-0 the score. Spartans on top of the visiting Patriots of Peoria Heights.
BPC. Mackay Hill deep for the Patriots.
Hill back deep for the Patriots. Are you teeing it up on the 40. I tell you what, he's been just excellent for the kicking game tonight. The extra points been money, and his kickoffs have just been just absolutely money
Right,
all
said
night.
you couldn't put some of these balls down any better than where he's landed some of these.
This one's going to be a little bit higher. It's going to give a chance of Hill to field it at about the 15-yard line. Hill's going to bring it up the center of the field and go outside, and he's got a nice little return. He's just going to get stuck.
Dalton Huffman.
Just as I said he was having a nice return, Dalton Huffman just puts the hit on him.
I don't think so.
We're just going to put this ball right here at the 35-yard line, and that's all the further you're going.
4:45 to play here in the first half.
Just shy of the 35, going to be at the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Patriots. High backfield. Handoff to the fullback. He's going to try to bounce it outside, and there's just nowhere to go.
Talon Love on the stop for BPC.
Dominguez on the carry, it looked like. Actually, I take that back. I think that was Mekhi Hill on the carry from the fullback position.
I believe that was who had the ball for Peoria Heights.
Loss of 3. Dominguez is 34. Hill was 24, and I just kind of got those two confused there, but ball on the ground, and I do believe the Patriots came up with it. Well,
it's still back here. They blew the play dead.
Hill came up with it, so I wasn't.
You were right. Just it came away from the initial point where it hit the ground and then back a few yards.
Yes, sir.
.330 to play here in the first half.
3rd and 12 for Peoria Heights.
46-0 the score. Macomb on top of Macomb in the second quarter.
Macomb over Farmington?
46-0 Macomb on top of Farmington.
Wow.
Handoff goes to Hill up the middle. He's got nowhere to go.
No gain on the play.
73.
Hodgkins in there.
On the stop.
See Hodgkins, Kramer, and Dalton Huffman. Hodgkins being the initial Spartan there on the tackle. That's going to bring up a 4th and 12. Short 12, long 13, or correction, short 13, long 12. Looks like maybe they're going to bring some different players in, or the punt team just has not been.
Yeah, they're going to go for it.
3 wide receivers set for the Patriots. A nice little dump pass underneath. Whole lot of green, but nice a nice
job.
open field
Sean
tackle.
Marfel's pass is complete to Hill.
Hill's going to have a gain of about 7, but
7-yard gain on the pass.
it's going to be a turnover on downs.
Sean Link with a nice tackle over there
Sean
on the
Link
far
with
side.
the tackle. Turnover on downs. 1st down, Spartans.
Conley in the backfield for the Spartans, wide receiver far side. Going to roll out near side. Just Powell's going to keep it himself. Conley's going to lead the way for him.
Touchdown.
Ben Powell with a 38-yard touchdown run.
That's going to make it a 49-0 lead for BPC. Powell, I don't think he even got touched on that one.
And
they
say this one's no good.
So with 2:12 to play, 49-0 lead for BPC. We'll be back in just a moment.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I thought about the staff of MDH, they're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
Back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. 2:12 to play. BPC on top, 49-0 over the Patriots.
For the Spartans. Okay, here on the for Patriots.
Urdia now 4 for 5 on the extra points tonight. He's probably just wearing out that spot where his plant foot's going up. So, I mean, if you look down there, you can see the ground's actually tore up where he plants here and kicks. And he still gets a nice kick here to the near sideline. That one's not going to take that turn.
Almost.
But I tell you what, he just put it right inside the 10-yard marker, literally hit the 10-yard marker. That's like a hole-in-one.
I was going to say, to hit that spot from there with the football, he's just been impressive all year with the kicking game. Said we've seen several kicks that would have, well, and Galva, we got a couple penalties on one of the extra point, and he ended up kicking one. The extra point was about 35, 40 yards, and he drilled it, and it had another 10 to 15 yards on it easy.
Two wide receivers set, going to drop back, look to pass, throw over the middle. He's just going to lead his receiver too much.
Nearly picked off by Love. No, that was Link. Sean Link.
Intended for Cameron Ahart.
Saw the one across and thought it was a 0, but it was 16, Sean Link.
Brings up a 2nd and 10 now for the Patriots. Two wide receiver set once again for him. Shotgun formation. He's going to drop back, look to pass. Quick throw to the flat on the far side. It's going to be caught there. He's going to break the first tackle. He's going to have a gain of 5.
Pass is complete to Tyler Wagner.
Kramer with the initial contact for BPC. I think Conley finishing off the play.
40-yard line. Shy of the 41.
Here we bring up a 3rd and, we're going to say 3rd and 4 now.
3rd and 4 for the Patriots.
Two wide receiver set, one far side, one near side. Shotgun once again. Drop back, look to throw, near side flat.
Ooh.
And little quick on the pass. Spinney wasn't quite looking for it, and Talon Love was right there to break it up. It'll bring up a 4th and 4 now for the Patriots. 1:22 remaining here in the first half. The punt game has been pretty ineffective for the Patriots, as it's been one bad snap, a fumbled snap, and then a dropped ball trying to punt it. So they're just going to go ahead and go for it here on 4th down, ball on their own 41-yard line. Split wide receivers once again. One lone setback, quarterback in the shotgun. Burrell's going to drop back, look to throw far side, throws in the flat, and Talon Love's going to grab him right after the reception, so it'll be a gain of 2 and a turnover on downs.
Marfel's pass is complete.
For the most part, Jeff, tonight we've seen BBC doing a very good job of wrapping up. Not, we've seen some times this year where 3-4 missed tackles and stuff. We're not seeing that much here tonight at all.
Yeah, I saw that there was a very few at the very beginning of the contest, and I actually heard someone yell from the sideline, "Wrap up!" one of the coaches, and since then, I almost wonder if that hasn't one of the things they talked about in the weather delay also.
Right.
1st and 10 now for the Spartans. Ball on the Patriot 42-yard line. Now it's a 43-yard line.
Move it back.
I was like, it should be on the 43, closer to the 44, but Huffman the lone setback next to Powell. Handoff goes to Huffman, near side.
Nice
He's got
block.
the speed around the corner, ducks underneath another tackle, and he's just going to turn on the afterburners, and he's gone 44 yards.
And a great block. Lucas Buckin, number 35, the wide receiver on the near side, did a great job freeing the one possible defender for Peoria Heights. It could have made a play on that. And Buck sealed him off, and Huffman does the rest. 55-0 now. Favor of BPC with 1:05 to play here in the first half.
That will put Lane up over 100 yards. That gets him to the 103 mark on the night on 7 carries. And I had to figure it up, but I'm going to say pretty sure that 4 of 7 are for touchdowns.
Right.
Ardia's kick this time. He's going to put it right down the middle again. He's like, I'm sorry, coaches. I'm going to make up for it.
So 1:05 to play here in the first half. It's 56-0 in favor of BPC, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
Back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, also brought to you by our pre- and post-game show sponsor, JoJo's Gaming Parlor. They offer the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events Live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory.
Coach Woodruff, the head girls softball coach from Brown County, sent me the score of the Macomb game. Said it was 49-0. Macomb was on top. I sent him back our score, 56-0. Here in the second quarter, he texted me back, "You one-upper." Ardia has it teed up once again on the 40. No wind here for this kick, and he's going to line drive that thing right down the middle. It's going to skip right past everyone into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback for the Spartans.
Touchback.
Just by the way that thing had the velocity, and I knew it was going to skip right by them. This wet turf, it wasn't going to stop. And
so with 1:05 to play, first half, BPC on top, 56-0.
The way he's been kicking, he'd kick that one like that, and it'd catch the point just right and go about 10 foot straight up in the air. So still 1:05 on the clock. The Patriots going to spread the field out. You'd think they might just want to run some time off the clock here, but they're going to look to throw a little flat, and it's going to be knocked down, and it's going to fall incomplete.
Conley on the deflection. We're seeing some new numbers. And 35, Buck, 5, Brock Beekman.
Is there 7 out there? Looks like 7.
Yep.
Gary Hughes is checked in.
He's not on the sideline, so.
I just saw him turn the corner into the huddle there on the far side, so. Number 5, Brock Beekman's a name that we're going to be calling for the next couple years. Motion now with the shotgun formation. It's going to be a handoff to the motion man. That's a jet sweep. Comes a flag in on the tackle. That one of two things. It's a hold or a face mask.
Face mask, yep. And there were a lot of blue jerseys there for BPC. Face mask on BPC.
Face mask on BPC. It looks like the 5-yard variety, though, it looks like. He must have short steps. He took 6.
Oh, and mark it as 15.
I think it's a I think he marked it 10 from where the flag was. I don't think that was a full 50. I don't actually, honestly, I don't know what that was.
He just moved it up another yard. So we're down to 45 seconds to play.
10, Patriots.
Motion again here to the near side. Going to look to throw. Oh, that is not pass interference.
There was contact.
Beekman cut him off. He didn't allow him to track to the ball, but that's not pass interference.
They're going to call it as such. So it'll be a 15-yard mark off from the 32. Should take it out to the Patriot 47-yard line. Clock stop 35.5. Nope, 10-yard. Okay, so they're going to mark it at the 43-yard line of Peoria Heights.
Ball at the 43, 1st and 10.
Motion to the far side. Drop back, look to pass once again, looking far sideline. And
nice.
Conley, reading that nicely out of the backfield, comes over to break it up.
That'll stop it with 31 seconds to play. We'll have a continual clock in the second half.
You know, just kind of watching the pass routes here the last few plays, Chris, they don't have a lot of variation in it.
Nope.
And like you see Conley right there, he was just waiting. Was the guy going to sit or go out? As soon as he went out, he jumped that route. And I'm going to call that you're going to see a pick six here. Calling it. Drops back, looks to throw, coming over the middle. Nice cut, throw and completion there.
Be right at the marker.
He's going to be short. Going to be yards short by this. Well, the official that had the view on it's moving it.
3rd and less than a yard. Timeout Peoria Heights.
That should be their last.
11.4 seconds to play. Thanks for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Also brought to you by Raritan State Bank, Bushnell branch, located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell, offering full-service banking and loan services for all your banking needs. Come visit the bank, a friendly service, and call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck, Spartans. Bushnell Banking Center is an equal housing lender and member FDIC. We're also brought to you by King Family Chiropractic. Locations of Bushnell and Macomb. They support the Bushnell-Prairie City athletes. They offer office hours in Macomb Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and Bushnell Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Set an appointment. Give them a call at 309-837-MY-DC. That's 6932. They also perform DOT and CDL physicals for just $85.
Was that 11.4?
Yep.
Very short.
So 3rd and 1, but 11.4 seconds on the clock. You could go for the first down, but if you want to score, you're running out of time. Going to drop back, a little shovel pass here, and a little pass back. We tried this earlier, and once again, he's going to break the tackle in the backfield, throw it down the field, incomplete.
That's going to run down to just
0.9. Should have been a little bit more than that. Hometown block. So that'll bring up a 4th and 1 with 0.9 seconds remaining in the first half. Spartans just going to take everyone, put them back deep. Well, not everyone, but going to split it. 3 deep, 1 in the middle, and 4 down linemen. Peoria Heights going to come out with a 4 wide receiver set. Low snap. Going to be a quick pass to the flats. It's going to be caught by Hill. And then he's going to be brought down at about the 25-yard line.
It's halftime. Your halftime score.
And
23 yards on the catch.
We'll step aside for a second and be back here for the halftime show in just a second.
A lot of people don't realize that you don't have to live with the dizziness day to day, especially concussions as well, that we can treat those things here. Same with pain. You don't have to live with the pain that you're experiencing. We have the ability to help you.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. 56-0 lead in favor of BPC.
To the homecoming court.
Maybe a little rundown of what's going to happen here at halftime. Homecoming court will have looks like they're going to be maybe down at the south end zones, normally where they are on the track. So I think we're going to do the homecoming court and the announcement of the king and queen. I think we'll have the cheer dance squad. At some point in there, we've got an interview to do at halftime. So just a few things to run down.
Got 20 minutes on the clock here at halftime.
While I'm jabbering away, I can do this here real quick because it isn't going to take me long to say these. For Peoria Heights, leading rusher is Finney on 5 carries for 7 yards. Dominguez, 2 carries for 2 yards. Other than that, everyone is in the negative yards. Quarterback, negative 27, thanks to the sacks, but he is 6 for 15 for 36 yards and an INT. Finney, his leading receiver, with 22 yards. For your BPC Spartans, Ben Powell with 56 yards and 4 carries. Lane Huffman, 103 yards on 7 carries. Tanner Pierce, 1 carry for 2 yards. And Jalen Conley, 1 carry for 5 yards. Just not going to give you the full running summary of the Spartan touchdowns, but you have Huffman with, as I said, with 4 rushing touchdowns here in the first half. Conley with 1.
Ben Powell with 2.
Ben Powell with 2, and Dalton Huffman with the lone reception. I guess 1 touchdown reception. And passing Ben Powell is 4 for 8 for 86 yards and a touchdown and 1 INT. And Dalton Huffman is his leading receiver with 31 yards. So that is the quick stat breakdown for the first half here from Bushnell-Prairie City High School. 56-0 the score here at halftime on homecoming night.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2022 homecoming court. Here are your homecoming court couples.
If that's what you're doing.
First we have Jalen Conley and Elizabeth Gilfillan.
Jalen Conley and Elizabeth Gilfillan.
Paco Gayan Ardea and Cora Golich.
The kicker, Ardea with Cora Golich.
And Kylie Norris.
Ezra Mason and Kylie Norris. Oh.
Ben Powell and Jaitlin Sickles.
Ben Powell and Jaitlin Sickles. It's a good thing I didn't make a bet with you. I bet you would have. Do they know?
And Dalton Strode and Elizabeth Suter.
And the last couple, Dalton Strode and Elizabeth Suter. Dalton, of course, on the BPC golf team.
Yes. They won a match, I believe, yesterday. Dalton was medalist.
And for the announcement of King and Queen.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2022 homecoming court. Your 2022 homecoming king and queen are Jalen Conley and Kylie Norris.
Jalen Conley and Kylie Norris, your 2022 king and queen for homecoming. See, I made my prediction standing here not knowing that Coach already had the winners in front of him, and he's just like, That's why I was like, a good thing I didn't make a bet with you.
Congratulations to Jalen and Kylie and the entire court.
Now get in the locker room.
If you're the coaches, just say, all right, smile, picture's done, good.
Take your crown off. It don't fit under your helmet or on it. Go.
Now we'll have the cheerleaders. Do have a interview coming up here during halftime after we get past the
Ladies and gentlemen, your
halftime festivities.
BPC cheerleaders.
Nope, you should just be able to hit play.
Your 2022 Spartan Cheerleaders.
BPC cheerleaders wrapping up their performance. We'll get the band, and then we'll step aside for our halftime interview and
all the good stuff.
All the good stuff.
Another big shout out to Miles Hulett down there, man on the camera, bringing you all the good angles again tonight.
56-0 in favor of BPC at halftime.
You know, word is Miles did some commentary over the week. I think if you there's video proof of this on the YouTube. Also, speaking with him, I was told that maybe our jobs are in jeopardy.
That's what I heard.
Carter Chambers is he's like the next Troy Aikman of broadcasting.
I listened.
He's like Joe Buck and Bill Walton all wrapped in one.
I think so. And I will say a big shout out to the kids this week. Watched some of the Powder Puff and the Iron Man, and Well done. Well done.
And I will say this for the
Please
record.
welcome to the field your 2022 Spartan
Let
marching
Arnie-
band, led by drum major Janet Lentini.
So Miles set everything up this week without a hitch, no problems whatsoever. So we should never have another problem setting things up on away games.
We shouldn't.
We already
the pressure's on you, Miles.
We already know now that he knows how to do this. So
Pressure's on him. Well, our away games in Scioto.
The radio movie was released in 2014 and made almost $470 million at the box office. It received an Oscar nomination for the song Everything is Awesome, and the song was certified platinum in 2017. Here is Everything is Awesome. The 2018 film, A Star is Born, was nominated for 8 Oscars. It won only one category, Best Original Song. Co-written by Lady Gaga and performed with co-star Bradley Cooper, Shallow has sold well over 4 million copies. Here is Shallow.
And that is the Bushnell-Prairie City Marching Band. Here at halftime, it's 56-0, your BPC Spartans on top. We're going to step aside here while we do an interview that Dwayne has for us, and then that's going to be about 6 minutes long, and then we'll be back, and it should be getting close to game time.
All right, welcome back here. I'm with Dr. Ed Card from MDH. And Dr. Card, you're a face that a lot of people throughout Macomb, I've worked in Macomb in media for a long time, so I've heard your name, seen advertisements with your name and picture in it for, we're not going to talk about how long, but it's been a while, okay? You're quote-unquote retiring, sort of, but you're the chief medical officer still.
True. I am no longer doing surgery. I'm no longer doing clinical medicine. I have two very good partners coming in who are going to be taking over the clinical side of things. And I want to be there for them to help them with the transition into private practice and so just provide some support. They don't need a whole lot of support, but for what they do need, I want to be there. And then I'm transitioning into full-time administrative position as the chief medical officer, which puts me in charge of the quality program, the patient safety program, and the med staff office, as well as utilization management. And those are all areas that we've been working on in the past. And I've been chief medical officer for 2 years, but now I can devote a lot more time, a lot more energy to improving those programs, and by extension then improving the quality and safety of care at our hospital.
I feel like that seeing you as many years as you put in at MDH and being willing and able to stick around after you're done doing surgery, you're done doing your clinical hours, you're willing to stay here. To me, that must mean that you feel like MDH is on the right track and doing things the way you want it to be done, right?
I thoroughly believe that. I think we're in a better place now, clinically, administratively, and with the new surgeons. I think we're in a better place than we've been in all the time that I've been here. And while we've tried not to mention it, it's only been 38 years.
So you have a few things up your sleeve that you can, the new guys and girls and whoever might come after you while you're still here, you've got a few tricks you can probably teach them, right?
You pick up a couple of things in that long period of time of doing surgery. And when I started, I did a lot of vascular surgery, but most of that now is done by cardiology and radiology. So that has sort of faded, but we're doing a lot more laparoscopic things. Dr. Peck is actually trained in laparoscopy, took a fellowship. Dr. White is very, very good, and I think the two of them together, both women, but I think that they're going to be incredible. I really think they're going to be very, very good. And the strengths of one balance off the other areas for the other. It's really a very nice synergistic pairing of those two who are both very, very good.
And I would imagine that your license obviously is still going to be valid, so if it gets into a pinch and they call Dr. Card and say, hey, we need something right now, you're probably still here and able to do that?
I've been known to answer that. I'm still around and available if there are questions or problems or things, people need an extra pair of hands in the operating room or run into something they haven't seen before. I'm still going to be around for that, and in fact, helped with an operation this morning. So I think that's going to be a nice transition for me, because I don't have to just stop being in the operating room, and hopefully helpful for Dr. Peck and Dr. White as well.
I would imagine after 38 years, just stopping something would be like stopping cigarettes, right? It'd be really hard to do.
Oh, no.
No?
Oh. It's not being on call is pretty okay. I'm enjoying that. So that is not a difficult transition at all. Came to town when I was 29 years old, and have been doing surgery here all that time. And you sort of go through phases. There's the scared phase when you're first starting. Then there's the, I can't believe how exciting and fun this is. And I've moved into the third phase, which is the, this really is work. So I think it's time for me to move to other things and certainly not compete for patients with our two new surgeons.
Well, I can speak for most of the people, I think, in Macomb and McDonough County. We're happy you're still around. Thank you for everything you've done through the years. I think that you've probably become a Macomb homie after spending over half your life here anyway, right?
Pretty close. I still can't trace back people's ancestry 3 generations like everybody else in town can. So I'm not a true Macombite yet. But you know, the other side of that is that the community has been incredibly kind to me through the course of my career, entrusting me with their care and with their health. And I'm very grateful to the community for that as well. It's not been a one-way street at all.
Well, I'm Dwayne Hulett. This has been Dr. Ed Card. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back with some more sports right after this.
And we're back here at halftime on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. 56-0 favor of BPC here at halftime on homecoming. Jeff, we got some scores from around the area.
52-0 at halftime. Macomb on top of Farmington. 27-0 Anawan Weathersfield over Abington. Brown County 6, Beardstown 0. That is also a final. And there's another one I was just looking at.
Clock for the second half.
Let's see if I can find it again, because now it's the one off the top of my head I can't remember. Rushville 30, Illini West 14. I unfortunately am not able to find the Lewiston game or a Lewiston score or the South Fulton Havana score. So the first time tonight we will see the Patriots kick off to the Spartans. Lane Huffman back deep to do the return duties for the Spartans.
Again, a reminder, running clock here in the second half. 56-0 lead. Well, squib kick by...
It was straight up onside.
Yeah.
Kick is coming up by the Spartans.
BPC going to get on it. Who fell on it for the Spartans? Sean Link, 16.
Sean Link on the recovery. So Spartans will take over 1st and 10, ball on their own 40-yard line, it looks like.
And we're going to see Talon Love at quarterback here in the second half. 67, Katie English checking into the ball game for BPC.
Conley in the backfield as well. Handoff to Conley. He's going to be wrapped up, though, as soon as he took the ball. He's going to lose about 5 yards on that. So Conley goes from having 5 yards on the night to no yards on the night. Just, I think when you get the younger players in there now, and just everything was off a little bit on the timing on that one there, but they'll put it together. I should say King Conley.
Right.
2 wide receivers for Love. Conley in the lone setback. Hand off to Conley again. He goes to bounce it outside, and I think he would have been better off just going straight up the middle on that one. He's going to lose almost, well, they're going to say he's going to lose another 5 on that one.
That's being probably a little generous. That's going to move it back to the 30-yard line, 3rd and 20.
Yep, that was the one that he should just take straight up the middle, but he tried to bounce it, and the end on this side was already coming right where he thought he was going to go. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 20. 2 wide receiver set, shotgun formation. Fake the handoff. Love's going to roll out, throw it underneath to Conley. A little screen pass. Conley's going to make the first man miss, and tell you what, he's hard to bring down by himself. He's going to get 5 of those yards back. That's going to bring up a 4th and 15.
See the first punt for BBC on the night.
Gabe Schaefer with a stop. 4th and 15 now for the Spartans.
Ardia's punt's going to come across the 50.
And we're going to get a penalty on Peoria Heights.
Penalty marker.
I don't know if we're going to get roughing or run. He literally had the ball off the foot for a second or two.
Penalty marker down in the backfield.
Somebody from Peoria Heights gave our
shove. The official's trying to get everyone to come back to him.
Because there's a flag back at
the one official with the ball is just not paying attention. Oh, they were getting the tee off the field still. So was the
PPC's going to keep the football.
Against the Patriots.
So it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. It's going to be a roughing the kicker. It's actually going to bring it back up
to the original line of scrimmage.
Roughing the kicker.
And it's going to be an automatic first down for the Spartans.
Clock down to 7:45 to play here, third quarter.
At the 40.
Low snap. Love's going to pick it up off the turf and just bring it near side. Look for somewhere to go, but he's going to get wrapped up by
gain of about 3.
Looks like Hill. Nope. Dominguez on the tackle.
Brings him down. 3-yard gain for Talon Love.
Second and 7 now for the Spartans. Love getting the play from the sideline. Shotgun formation. Going to be a keeper with Love this time. Near sideline. He's going to have enough for a first down. He goes out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Across the mid-stripe, out of bounds at the...
Gain of about 9 on the play for Love.
9-yard gain for Love.
I was laughing. You saw Lane Huffman just come running up on him here on the sideline. And
try to make sure he stayed on his feet. I guess. I guess that's what Lane was doing. I
thought maybe Lane was going to tackle him. First and 10 now for the Spartans. Ball in Peoria Heights territory. Love directing traffic, getting players where he wants them.
Direct snap to Conley.
Conley's going to bring it here near side. He'll have enough for a first down. Skipping through. Balls goes out of bounds, but it's going to
be enough for a first down at about the 30-yard line.
Out of bounds at around the 30.
Mark it back at the 32.
Gain of 15.
15-yard run for Jalen Conley.
Clock down to 5:30 to play here in the third quarter. 56-0 lead for BPC.
Jalen's going to get the yardage back that he lost there on the...
And a little more.
Few carries and gets him back in the positive side of the ledger. Oh, going to have a false start on the Spartans.
False start against BPC.
I believe that was number 42, Pierce, that I don't know if he went on the hard count himself or the guy that across from him moved made him flinch as well, but it's going to be a 5-yard penalty for the Spartans, brings up a 1st and 15 now.
Clock at 4:30 to play, third quarter.
Hand off to Conley. He's going to, just
lost footing.
He hit the spot where the kickoffs have been from the 40, and you can see where the ground's just a little muddier right there, and he just lost his footing.
See number 30, Parker Guppy, checking in the ball game for BPC. Conley's going to come out.
He is going to get a gain of 1 on the play. Bring up a 2nd and 14. Inside reverse with Pierce. He's going to cut it inside. He's going to try to hurdle a player. Finally gets brought down at about the 27-yard line, it looks like. Yes, that is a completed pass technically. 12-yard pass completion.
It's going to set up a 3rd and 6. Clock down at 3:15 to play here in the third quarter.
A little inside shovel passes. 3rd and 6 here for the Spartans. Love's going to fumble the snap. Still going to throw it back. He's going to throw it right into the hands of a waiting Peoria Heights defender.
Foot race now. Pierce
can he outrun Pierce to the end zone? And he's going to push him out of bounds. That's a touchback.
Yep, that's a touchback. Should be a touchback.
He threw the ball into the end zone. That's a touchback. He's going to get knocked out of bounds short of the goal line, but that fumble forward.
He's knocked out of bounds close to the goal line.
So 1st and goal for the Patriots. Ball on the 1-yard line, it looks like. Well, they don't even have the ball placed yet. They were. So, yeah, ball placed on the 1-yard line. 1st and goal for the Patriots after the interception. Trying to go straight up the middle with it, and he's in for the touchdown.
34.
Dominguez on the touchdown. Looks like Peoria Heights is going to go for the 2-point conversion. Split backfield with the shotgun. Hand off to the second back through, and nowhere to go.
Came in and cleaned that up. Nate Kramer.
I saw Nate Kramer check in there after the touchdown.
BPC 56, Peoria Heights 6.
And we got an injured Patriot player on the field. I think that was the running back.
That was the ball carrier.
Well, keep it here. 45.9 seconds to play. We're brought to you by Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell. For over 100 years, Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell has been servicing the local community's need for personal and business banking, as well as home and agriculture lending. And its trust department. Stop by the main branch at 484 East Main Street or the drive-up facility on Cole Street to learn more. Farmers and Merchants is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. We're also brought to you by Webb Family Farms. They've been growing corn, soybeans, and Spartans for 5 generations. Nathan, Lisa, Jamie, Cyrus, Terry, and Linda wish all BPC athletes good luck this season.
The injured player makes his way off the field, makes the score 56-6 now here in the third quarter.
This time, let's introduce your 2022 Spartan Cheerleaders. We have Peyton Cameron, Jaden Chenoweth, Cammie Briggs, Kinley Sharp, Kaylin Waldo, Allison Strokes, Chelsea King, Montana Allen, Peyton Gallagher, Jada Perry, Morgan Lowe, and Johnny Countryman.
Patriots once again have the ball teed up on the 40-yard line. A little quick kick once again. Nice job there by the up man for the Spartans. Is that Pierce? Nope.
Number 50.
Andrew Arreo. I'm looking at you, Arnie. Is that the correct? Oh. You don't have him in class? You do. You just call him Andrew? Okay.
Clock down to 15 seconds. I don't think BPC is going to even take a snap here as we'll head to the fourth. 56-6 in favor of the Spartans. We'll be back in just a moment.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
Back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Heading to the fourth quarter, 56-6 lead for BPC.
Got to flip it around, fellers.
First down, BPC.
Parker Guppy in at the running back position. Another little inside handoff that time, and that is Dalton Huffman on the carry.
He's going to get close to the first down.
Gets chased out of bounds.
Gain him 9.
First down marker.
We're actually going to call that one a handoff because that was close enough that he took the ball out of his hand. So we'll give Dalton 9 on the rushes.
9-yard gain for Dalton Huffman.
Second and 1.
Second and 1.
And the Patriot defense right now is just coming straight in on the blitz, and that's a good way to get them thinking a little bit. Talon Love going to keep. We got a flag on the far side. Talon's going to come around near sideline and go out of bounds. He'd have enough for a first down. We'll see what the play is, or what the flag is.
Flag down.
Legal procedure against the Spartans. It'll bring up a 2nd and 6 after the mark off.
.10:40 on the clock here in the contest. 56-6 lead for BPC.
Second and 6, wide receiver near side. Handoff's going to go to Guppy. He's going to break it up the middle, and Guppy's going to have enough for a first down Once again, another flag here on the near sideline.
Be on BPC.
There is a penalty marker down.
The procedure on the offense.
Legal procedure against BPC.
So move it back 5 more yards. It'll bring up a 2nd and 11 this time.
A nice run by Guppy there for BPC. Goes for naught.
Saw number 4, Xander Jones, check into the game.
Seven. Kerry Hughes also in the ballgame, 1 receiver.
Handoff up the middle. Guppy making some
Nice.
guys miss. Comes out near side. Cuts it back in. Spin move. Still on his feet. Enough for a first down.
Guppy with a run. First down, Spartans.
Almost to the, no, they're going to mark him out of bounds back at the 36.
Brought down at the 36-yard line. First and 10, BPC.
$17 yards on the run.
Yes.
That was direct snap to Guppy this time. And he just a little too quick.
Guppy
And
covers it up at the 40.
Good job just falling on that football.
Loss of 5 on that one.
5-yard loss. 2nd and 15.
Clock down to 8:20 to play.
Handoff to Guppy. He's going to go right through the crease there, and he's going to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Some good defensive pursuit that time by the Patriots, but Guppy was able to find just a little bit of seam and get it back to the line of scrimmage because that could have been another loss.
Nice run by Guppy. As you said, make it a 3rd and 12.
12, yeah. Pass out here to Pierce. He's wide open. Makes one guy miss. He's going to turn on the speed to the far sideline. Wow,
he
still on his
won't go
feet.
down. He's in.
Now he's going to be brought
Just
down
short.
There's going to be a 15-yard penalty for a horse collar. Attempted tackle, but Pierce
That
just
was
pulled
a
him right
heck
off
a
of him.
run. Heck of a run for Pierce.
Of course, Pierce the one who ran him all the way down to knock him out of bounds to save the tackle.
Yep, horse collar.
Horse collar is the call. Personal foul against Peoria Heights.
So depending on where they marked it, that'll be half the distance to the goal. So it looks like a 1st and goal from the 2 for the Spartans. I think they're going to go eye back and they're going to hand it right up the middle to Pierce. Well, a little pitch out to Guppy. One-handed catch. He's pushing.
Still pushing. Nope.
Parker Guppy just short of the goal line.
Give him a gain of 1. It'll bring up a 2nd and goal now from the 1.
6:30 to play. 56-6 lead in favor of BPC.
They faked the handoffs. Yeah, it was half right there, Arnie. If that pitch probably would have been on target, he would have walked right into the end zone, but he had to kind of reach behind him to grab it. So handoff to him right up the middle, and he's going to be in. Touchdown, Parker Guppy for the Spartans.
Touchdown, Spartans!
Makes it a 62-6 lead.
In for the score.
Looks like Ardia's back in there to do the kicking.
Kicks up, man. That one's good.
Taco's kick is good.
63-6.
5:10 remaining in the game.
5 minutes to play. We'll be back in just a moment.
A lot of people don't realize that you don't have to live with the dizziness day to day, especially concussions as well, that we can treat those things here. Same with pain. You don't have to live with the pain that you're experiencing. We have the ability to help you.
We're back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, also M&B Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture store. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles. For everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an older one, stop and see the fine folks at 41 West Main Street, or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web at www.mnbfurnitureinc.com. You can also give them a call at 309-772-2111. Also, Heil Enterprises and Heil Trucking, they can take your product down the road, near or far, and also offer top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repair. Second-generation business continues to grow and continues to support BPC athletics. Stop by and see Danny or Travis, Route 41 South of Prairie City, or call them at 309-775-3333.
Cheerleaders gave up. There's about 3 of them that made it all the way to 63.
I was going to say, they've had quite the workout tonight.
Hill back deep for the Patriots.
Ardia with the wind behind him once again. See if we get another touchback out of him. Good line drive, end over and kick, going to be fielded by Hill. They're going to run a little reverse. There's the toss. He's got some open field over there, but there's that man Brock Beekman we've talked about.
Slowed him down.
He covered a lot of ground there to cut that angle out.
Xander Jones, I believe, on the tackle over there for BPC.
Told you, 3 minutes left. I think I said 2, but. So just under 3 minutes to go here in the contest. 63-6, the score. The Spartans on top here on homecoming night. And going to false start here against the Patriots.
False start against Peoria Heights.
Going to mark off 5 yards to bring up a 1st and 15 now for the Patriots. So here on 1st and 15, going to spread the field. There's another false start, but I think at this point it's just like it doesn't matter. Brock Beekman with the tackle. Maybe a short gain on the run.
Nope.
Short loss on the run, actually.
Short loss of a couple.
Brock Beekman with a stop for the Spartans.
Down a minute 30 to play. 63-6 in favor of BPC.
Pass over into the far flat. Number 7 for the Spartans. Gary Hughes on the tackle.
Gary Hughes with the tackle.
Ball's going to be batted down at the line of scrimmage, going to bring up a 4th down.
Xander Jones knocking that pass down for BPC. Down to 35 seconds. I don't know that we'll have another play here.
Maybe they'll hurry up and run a pass. They can intercept it, and Arnie can get his 70. That would involve an extra point, though. So Patriots are trying to get one more play off as we're getting down to about the 15-second mark. Some players in the wrong spots. They're going to have one more play here to end the contest. There's the snap, going to drop back, roll near side. Xander Jones. So that'll end it.
Final score from Bushnell-Prairie City High School.
Xander Jones putting on the pressure from the backside. But that's going to be a final score here from Bushnell-Prairie City High School. 63-6 the score. It is your BPC Spartans on top of the Peoria Heights Patriots here on homecoming night.
We'll be back in just a moment.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I told about the staff of MDH, they're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
And we're back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School. TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. And we're into the JoJo's Gaming Parlor post-game show. They offer the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop by in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell and cheer the Spartans on to victory. 63-6 the final score tonight. BPC on top. Wait the coaches to come up here on the JoJo's Gaming Parlor post-game show. And all in all, Jeff, I thought pretty good game for the most part. Some penalties and stuff that you want to clean up, but a heck of a second quarter for BPC.
Yeah. I'll say this. Scoreboard-wise, it was a good game for the Spartans, but when you go back and you actually look at it, we didn't have any long drives just for the fact that we had such outstanding field position because of turnovers and stuff. I don't think there was a whole lot that there's not a whole lot on film to look at when it comes to this game. If I was an opposing coach and I brought this game up, it'd be like, okay, you guys got the ball handed to you at the 20, 30-yard line for a whole quarter.
Right.
And that's, and we took advantage of it, which is the whole point of it. But as for the coach be like, hey, what'd you see this week that you need to work on going into it? I don't think they were able to show much.
No.
They're just – but you know what? It's homecoming. It's a 63-6 win, so that's great. Let's step away for a couple minutes, play some of the long commercials. We'll get the cameras switched up, and we'll get the coaches up here.
All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
And we're back here with Coach Schwartz and Coach Schisler. I'm going to go ahead and say what I just said before you guys got up here. Chris said, good game. And I said, scoreboard-wise, it's a really good game, but you don't really have a whole lot on film to take back what, you guys had really good field position and you took extreme opportunities when you had them. But for the most part, you guys don't have a whole lot. You didn't have the sustained drive to look at things, but, 63-6 homecoming victory, you can't ask for more than that.
No, absolutely. I mean, we played our hearts out tonight, and these guys were stoked. I mean, it was homecoming. They stayed fired up the whole entire day, the whole entire week, and they came out here tonight, and nothing changed. So that's awesome. But, yeah, like you said, those one-play drives, while they're fun, they're exciting, it doesn't really give us anything to really evaluate. I mean, obviously we had some good blocking from wide receivers tonight. We talk about our O-line blocking a lot, but wide receivers, man, they blocked their butts off too. So good blocking all around, and, it paid off for sure.
One of the things we knew coming in is that Peoria Heights was kind of down this year, and it just seemed like after the few kind of, I don't know if they were bad snaps and then a drop punt, they just kind of abandoned the whole punt game altogether, which gave you guys great field position. But going into that, Coach Schwartz, I mean, your defense was flying around and, offensively until, granted they scored there at the end, but that was just, I mean, it's hard to stop a team to go 1 yard on 4 plays. Right, your defense was shutting them down. I haven't looked at the stats, but I don't even think they have 60 yards of total offense for the night.
No, our defense did an incredible job. And like Coach said, if you would have seen us out on the practice field or in the locker room, after practice every day, the energy was just different this week. It was homecoming. They were hyped up and they were ready for it. And guys that usually are kind of just go with the flow. We're even hyped up, ready to go this week. And it was just a great thing to see. And on the defensive side, with Carter Chambers being back, we have a good rotation going now, and it's just good to see different players get in and get a chance to make some plays.
And one of the things when you also mentioned Carter Chambers there, we were able to see like some line pulls from up here. Granted, your running back cut off of went completely the opposite direction for like 50-yard touchdown run, but those are the lanes that you open because the defense sees that pull. But I mean, it was nice to see that, and it did. What we did see, the offensive line play when since you moved Kramer to guard and with Carter back in there, you did see a difference tonight in that center.
Yeah, and Kramer as a pulling guard is a scary thing. I mean, man, I wouldn't want to come around the edge on Kramer. He's just a smash-nose football kind of guy, and he lives for it. I mean, he comes off the sideline, he's like, more pulling guard plays. I need him. And so he just wants to eat, and that's a great thing that we have with guys that are on the line and have to dig deep.
So just kind of an off question here. You guys have enough ice for Paco down there because you guys made him kick all night long. And then what you guys were doing with him yesterday in practice, making him try to kick 50-yarders after he's drilling 45-yarders with no problem. I mean, that kid's probably kicked about 70 balls in the last 2 days.
I mean, he loves it. He loves every second of it. That's all he wants to do during practice. Like, hey, can I go off and work on kicks? I'm like, absolutely. We'll get you some time to work on your kicks and stuff like that. But no, he loves it. He loves every single second of it.
The other thing I'll say about him was his kicks tonight were incredible on kickoffs. The very first one of the game, he dies on the 1 yard line. And then it seemed like some of the ones he was kicking back towards the south, they were just making that nice little left-hand turn as they headed. And then he was the first one down there to hit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you don't see that from a kicker very often, being the first man there.
And it's funny you bring him up. It's crazy, he played soccer in Spain and stuff like that, but coming here, like just how fast he caught on to the game, like he wants to learn. He wants to know all this different stuff that's going on. So, yeah, it's awesome.
And the cool thing is his mom actually gets to watch the games on YouTube. Sure. So she's watching. She's loving it to hear about her son right now. This is probably a new experience for him, and it just looks like he's loving it out there. So
loves every second of it. Yeah.
You might have to get a bigger helmet. I don't know if King Conley's crown will fit under what he has now. We mentioned that at halftime. So, but all in all, sounds like a great homecoming week. It's always the best when you can top it off with a win. As my coach used to call it, going into next week, you have the post-homecoming hangover. Yeah. Everything's done. You don't have all the excitement going on, but you do have the defending state champs coming in next Friday.
And that's exactly what we said. Hey, enjoy tonight because guess what? Tomorrow we got to reset. We got to reset. I mean, like I said, we've got some hard opponents coming up and stuff like that, so we've got to grind.
Well, coaches, congratulations on the homecoming victory. Final score 63-6 tonight from Bushnell-Prairie City High School. The co-coaches pick up their first homecoming win, and we'll see you guys all next week as the defending state champs Polo come in For Chris Frankhauser,